Hello, welcome, namaskar, good evening, marhaba, ola bonjour, namaskara, all the Telugu Garus out here. Welcome to the EAMCET mock test, EAMCET most expected sure shot session. I hope you guys can hear me as well as see me loud and clear. Let me know. Come on, let me know, guys, in the chat box. Okay. Hello, Mamita. Hello, Kirti. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys can see me and hear me loud and clear. Good evening. Mark your attendance by letting me know in the chat box that you guys are here and how excited are you about this most awaited session. Let me know, everyone. Miru ella unnaru. That's something that I know in Telugu. Miru ella unnaru. Chala bagundi everybody. Meeru ella unnaru. I'm very good. Okay. So guys, the most awaited EAMCET physics mock test number 2. Actually, I conducted one more session just last week. Now this is another session, but for most expected questions, sure shot questions, these model of questions are going to be very common in the EAMCET examinations. These questions have been framed based on the analysis of the previous year questions. So that is what this session intends to do, to boost your performance in physics. So let's begin with the session, guys. All right. Okay, so let's move on. Hello Praveen, hello Uma, hello G Shruti. Chala bagunnaru. All right. So let's begin with the class, guys. Let's quickly introduce each other, and if you want to say anything, please let me know in the chat box as I'm reading through the chat box. Well, this is my description. I'm pretty sure many of you know me already, but still, if you want to get to know me, you can definitely check me out on my Instagram, and here are my details. Now, this is VNLight channel, guys. So on VNLight, we not only prepare you for JEE or NEET exams, but also EAMCET, BITSAT, you name it, CUET, all the kinds of examinations. And be it engineering, be it medical, we are helping all kinds of students, and also post exam counseling along with what kind of colleges you can expect, and right from 10th moving 11th students to the dropper students, everybody is welcome here, and we train kids over here in English medium. So guys, all of you should smash the like button, and all of you should also hit the subscribe button. That's the only way you can stay updated with all the videos, all the sessions, all the information, relevant updates for all of you. Okay, so I'll be also conducting special classes for all of you and tell you which colleges are good in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, which will also give you very good packages, what are the cutoffs, etc. We will conduct such sessions as well very soon, don't worry. But for now, let's prepare. Okay, thank you so much Play Store, thank you so much Kirti, thank you so much Dilip, Sumanta. Thank you so much, Uma Maheshwari. Let's begin with the class, and I hope you have smashed the like button. Okay, so keep this in mind, the pattern of the examination. Physics has 40, chemistry has 40, maths has 80 questions, 160 marks, 1 question, 1 mark, no negative marking. That's the best part. 3 hours. So the questions are going to be much easier than JEE Mains, even easier than NEET exam. Or you can say some questions will be very close to the NEET level. And the best way to practice and prepare for the examination is obviously solving PYQs, attending mock tests, and solving lots and lots of easy average questions, direct concept based. Very few questions will involve concepts of multiple chapters. Okay, and do not leave any question. Don't leave any question. Why? Because there is no negative marking. Now, if you guys want to know how to mark options as well, there is a simple video which I had created some days back. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of it. If you can go just down below over here, and if you see, if you go just down over here and see right over here, all right, I have created a video for all of you on how to guess options in JEE as well as NEET or any such competitive exams. Guess options, any competitive exam, just watch this. Already thank you for all the love and all the watch times that you guys have been giving. 53k views. have a look at all the techniques that I have mentioned on how to guess options, because there will be obviously some questions which you might not know, or you might not have so much time. So in that case, you need to quickly guess the answers without even reading the question. So just within seconds, you'll be able to mark these answers. Just have a look at it later on. Okay. Right now, let's start solving some questions via some methods. Okay. So everybody ready with me? Yep. This you can also see for NEET. Definitely. Okay. I'll definitely try. Nikhil ready, but tomorrow is the NEET exam, so we'll be discussing the NEET paper as well. Okay. So here we go. First question on your screen right now. A spring executes SHM with mass of 10 kg. The force constant is this much. If the speed is this much, the displacement will be how much? All right. Thank you, Srija. You already watched it. My Telegram ID, it's same thing. Captain_Shreyas. Same thing. Most likely, you will find me more active on Instagram than on Telegram. Okay. So there we go. Let's see how do you do this question. First of all, velocity is given, displacement is asked. Which equation relates displacement, velocity and amplitude? I think there is one equation looking like this. V is omega root of a square minus x square. Amplitude given. X have to find out. Omega not known. Velocity given. But omega can also be found out. Think about it how. Omega is nothing but root of k over m. Now the spring constant is given to be 10. The mass also is given to be 10. So this is just going to be 1. So omega is 1. Just use that and substitute. Within seconds you will get the answer. Speed is 40 centimeters per second. That means it is 0.4. Omega is 1. Amplitude is 0.5. And x is the unknown. Square both sides. So this will become 0.16 is equal to, when you square 0.5, it will become 0.25 minus x square over here. So x square is 0.25 minus 0.16, which is 0.09. So x is nothing but 0.3 over here. And I think 0.3 is there right over here, which is option B, of course. Option B, of course. Okay, everybody with me? Okay. So Isa, if you want to get 20 marks in EAMCET, modern physics, electromagnetism, magnetic effects, EMI, all right, then you also have mechanics, that is collisions, center of mass, rotation, Newton's laws, and then gravitation, electrostatics, heat and thermo. These are very important chapters. When you do this, easily you will get a lot of marks. Okay, moving on to the next question coming up. All the students, make sure that you are a part of Telegram channel, because that's where the PDF with handwritten solutions and all the important updates will keep coming. Okay, or else you will miss so many updates which keep coming. Okay, so the link is there in the description box. Okay, just open the description box, you will see the Telegram, Instagram, all the important links. Next question. Let's see how many of you can do this within 20-30 seconds. Amplitudes are given. The ratio is given. What is the ratio of the maximum to minimum intensity? Maximum to minimum intensity. Yes, the EAMCET cheat codes I already showed you. Just rewind the video, bacha Karthik. That's for JEE, NEET, EAMCET, BITSAT. Every exam it's going to work. Just go back. It's a 9-minute video. I've given hacks and use that. That's all. It's the same hacks which are going to work for all kinds of examinations. Just search for, cheats, Shreyas sir, that's it. You will get it for JEE NEET. Okay. Come on guys, think about it. What is the answer? Well, maximum to minimum intensity. Imax by Imin. Imax by Imin. So remember, this will be, intensity is proportional to the square of the amplitude. Students are confused between B, D. Okay. So shouldn't this be A max by A minimum, the whole raised to 2, because intensity proportional to the square of the amplitude. So amplitude maximum will be 3 plus 1, because maximum amplitude will be A1 plus A2 and the minimum amplitude will be A1 minus A2. This whole thing square, 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 minus 1 is 2, and this is nothing but 2 by 1 whole square, which is 4 by 1. Many students got it wrong. Oops. Yes, so guys, many students said B or D. Guys, the answer is C. Remember, when you see maximum intensity, that means the amplitudes get added. Minimum intensity and amplitudes get subtracted. Intensities never add or subtract. Intensities are just proportional to the square of the amplitudes. So do not add intensities. Okay, be careful about it. Okay, very, very important. I hope you remember how do you add amplitudes and intensities. The resultant amplitude is A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos of the phase difference between them. Whereas for the resultant intensity, it is I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 cos of delta phi, guys. This is how you add them. Intensity is different than amplitudes. Be careful. Okay, moving on to the next one coming up on your screen. Let's see how many of you can do this. A force of 30 Newton is acted on a 5 kg wheel of radius 1 meter, moment of inertia 2 kg meter square for 10 seconds. The angle by which it rotates is how much? Okay, let's see how do we do this. Guys, concentrate on the session, okay? I have already made those kind of sessions. B419, Y544, Lahari, already done that. Have a look at it. Just search for it on YouTube. So guys, first of all, if you have to find the angle, by which it rotates, I think you will need the angular acceleration, because to find how much angle it has rotated by, you need to know what is the angular acceleration. Only then you can find the value of theta, because the time value is already given to be 10 seconds. In fact, the equation that I'll be using is S is ut, initial angular velocity into time, plus half into alpha into t square. Initial angular velocity is 0. Only if somebody tells me what is the value of alpha, I think I can find how much is the value of theta. Now the problem is I do not know alpha. So for that, use this information. There is a force on that wheel of radius this much. So guys, because of that force of 30 Newton, there will be a torque. That torque will be equal to I alpha. The torque will be equal to RF. So what is R? Radius is 1, force is 30, moment of inertia is 2, alpha will be 15. So use this 15 over here. That's it. Done, done. Come on, my warriors. What is the answer? 10 square, 100, 100 by 2, 50. 50 into 15, 15 5 is 75. So 750 radians will be the answer. 750 radians. Oops, no, it is not D. It is option A. It's all on one chapter, high weightage chapter, the concept of torque, angular acceleration, your angular speed, how it changes, the displacement, kinematic equations, very, very high chances, high probability concepts, guys, okay? So see what mistake you made, why you got D, and why it should not be B, it should be option A, guys. Alright, moving on to the next one, okay? Anjan, I'll try, I'm not sure, but because I'll be involved in the, NEET paper discussion as well, so it's little bit difficult. But if you guys want formula revision, here is what you can do, guys. See, this is how to guess options, cheat codes. If you want to apply cheat codes, even Shimon sir conducted a class. So this is also another class where you can apply cheat codes. But if you want formula revision, please go through this. Just click on playlist and just go over here. And do you see over here, complete formula revision for JEE, mains, advanced, everything. This is going to work. Just click on this view full playlist. Just click on this. This will be good enough for your EAMCET. This is a beautiful 2.5 hour session. All the chapters, all important formulas revised. Just go through it. Okay. I hope that is fine, my warriors. Can we go ahead? Okay. How is omega I 0? Because it starts from rest. Okay. Let's assume that it starts from rest. Nothing as such is given. So when nothing is given, you will assume that it has started from rest, bacha. Is that okay, Amogam? Moving on to the next question. Alright. Now, a ring is suspended from one of its end and it's oscillating. Then the time period of oscillation. So questions on oscillation, that too with pendulums or physical pendulum, is also very common. So if you take a ring, and it is suspended right over here, and this is the radius, and once it oscillates about this point, the time period of such a physical pendulum is given by 2 pi under root moment of inertia by mg into d. Now what is this D? This D is the distance of the center of mass from the hinge. Okay, so that's what it is. And what is moment of inertia? Is the moment of inertia about the hinge. But I think I do not know that right now, because usually you know the moment of inertia about this point, which happens to be for a ring. Since it's a ring, it is nothing but mr square. Now when you shift it over here, you have to use the parallel axis theorem, which is moment of inertia about the center of mass plus m into the shift, which is basically r square. So it will be nothing but mr square plus mr square, which is 2 times of mr square. So this is the moment of inertia about that hinge. Using parallel axis theorem, I knew it about this point, I shifted it parallelly, that's all. So substitute 2mr square. Okay, now this D, please keep in mind, it is the distance of center of mass to the hinge point. Center of mass to the hinge point, which is itself r. Now just substitute everything and I think you will get the answer. So this is mg into r. So 2 pi under root 1r goes, 1m goes. So 2 times of r divided by g. That's the answer. Option A or B? Check it out. It is option B. Many of you missed that 2 over there. Many students make this common mistake. They forget to shift the forget to shift the axis. And when you forget to shift the axis, you will write the moment of inertia as just mr square. And you will get option A. Be very careful. They will make the options only like that, so that many students will make a mistake. I know there is no negative marking, but you will lose the mark because of a silly mistake. So this game of EAMCET is all about accuracy, speed and alertness. You should be very alert. You should not make silly mistakes. Moving on to the next one, coming up on your screen. Choose the only false statement from the following. Now if you crack this, I'm pretty sure you will do extremely well. Extremely well. Okay, in your EAMCET exam. Come on, let's see who are those Telugu Arus out here who are going to ace this question, who are going to give the correct answer to this. These are the most expected questions, Janat, for EAMCET exam. Yep, these are sure shot models. These models are very common. So you can expect many such models or types of questions in the EAMCET exam. Come on guys, think about it. Cheppu, come on guys, everybody Cheppu, all my warriors Cheppu, what is the answer? All the warriors Cheppu. Bega Cheppu, what is the answer? The PDF will also come. Option A, B or C. F is not an option, bacha. Come on. Alright, many of you are confused. Like I can see, the correct answer is option D, of course. So how do we get to option D? Observe. Substances with energy gap of the order of 10 electron volt are insulators. Definitely, if you have, your conduction band and valence band, typically in few electron volts, it is semiconductors. This is huge. 10 electron volt is huge. Much larger than, typical values of 1 electron volt. So it is definitely an insulator. Conductivity of a semiconductor increases with temperature, correct, because when you increase the temperature, what happens? The electrons jump into the conduction band. So as the temperature goes up, you will see the electrons jump in, so the conductivity increases. In conductors, the valence and the conduction bands may overlap. This is also true. You will see that there can be some kind of overlapping of valence bands and the conduction bands in case of conductors. So that is also true. The resistivity out of a conductor does not decrease. This is the wrong word. Actually, it should be increase. When you increase temperature, resistance increases for normal conductors. Okay. Remember, the question was which of the following is false, not true. This is again common mistake. Incorrect. Which of the following is not true? Which of the following is false? If you forget reading that word, that's it. You will mark the wrong answer. You do not want to lose marks because of that. Okay, moving on to the next one. The electric field and the electric potential at a point are E and V respectively. Then only one of them is true. If E is 0, V must be 0. If V is 0, E must be 0. E is not 0, V can't be 0. E is not 0, V may be 0. Conceptual based questions on electrostatics or even magnetism or even gravitation. This concept is true for everything. Shreyas saying D. Panabodu Heyman saying D. Interestingo. Come on, my warriors. So do a video on how to guess. Oh, Kamal, just search on YouTube. Guess options. J, NEET, Shreyas sir. You will get the answer. Alright, D. Everybody D. D. Dun dana dun. D for D. Dun dana dun. Okay, you guys are correct. Awesome. All the Garus out here. All the warrior Garus have done it correctly. So if E is 0, V must be 0. Why is it true? Well, let's see. If E is 0, V must be 0. This is wrong, guys, because look at this option. If I have two charges like this, okay, this charge will create electric field here. This charge will create electric field here. These two electric fields will cancel. Net electric field will be 0. But the potential at this point, is not 0 because it is a scalar quantity. It will just add up. It will be in fact positive value. Because of this and because of this, it will be there. If V is 0, E must be 0. So obviously, first of all, this is wrong. Now for the second one, if V is 0, E must be 0. Look at this option where you have a positive charge and a negative charge. If you are equidistant from the positive and the negative charge, the net potential will be 0. The reason being the amount of positive and negative will be equal and they will cancel out each other. But at this point, due to the positive charge, one of the field will be here. Due to the negative charge, the field will be here. So the net field will be here and it will not be 0. So E must be 0, wrong. If E is not 0, V can't be 0, that is also wrong. You can see E is not 0 but V is 0. So this is also wrong. If E is not 0, V may be 0. Yes, V may be 0. Correct. So option D is correct too. I hope this is clear. Alright. Very, very interesting question. Just based on two sets of examples, visualize some scenarios which will help you realize that when is it true, when is it not true. Take some examples. Whenever such questions come, you cannot solve it without examples. Make some mental examples. See if it is always true. Even if there is one case where it is false, it will become false. Alright. Thank you guys very much for all the hearts. Moving on to the next question. Okay, so what is it? How is the next question going to be? It's on capacitors and energy stored in that. So the plate's area is given, the field is given. What is the energy stored in such a capacitor? Thank you, Momin, for all the love, bacha from Kashmir. Thank you so much. And maraba to VN Light. Okay, come on, guys. Question chusu. Answer. Question chusu. Answer cheppu. Come on, quickly, guys. Question chusu. Answer cheppu. Answer is B or D. Interesting. Guys, if there is a parallel plate capacitor, this is how the electric field will be. So the energy stored in it, can I not say it is nothing but the energy density multiplied by the volume in which it is being stored. Energy density into volume gives you the energy, or rather if you take volume here, energy density will be energy per unit volume. So energy density's formula is half epsilon naught E square, and the volume of this will be the area into the distance. The area will be A square and the distance will be just D. Remember, this is D, this is A, this is also A. So A square into D will be the volume, and that's it, done, and I have option D out here, like you can see. A square D by 2, epsilon naught E square, done, option D, guys, it is. Okay. Chappisa, Abhishek, APCMT is not lengthy, it is quick, it is just a matter of speed, that's all. Actually, questions are very easy. This level only you will get. Moving on to the next question. Questions on terminal speed in viscosity are very common in almost all the examinations. If the terminal speed of gold sphere in liquid is given to be 0.2, then the same sphere made of silver, okay, assuming the radius is same, of the same size, in the same liquid will be how much? So if the density of the solid is changing, what will be the change in the speed? So what is the new speed is the question. Well, terminal speed formula, guys. try to remember 2 by 9 G, and then you have eta over here, R square, density of solid minus density of liquid. Size is same, that means R is same, gravity will be same, 2 by 9 is a constant, liquid is also same, that means eta is same. So think about it, the terminal speed second time by the terminal speed first time will be, all these numbers are same, constant, only sigma and rho, you have to play with that. So it will be sigma 2 minus the density of liquid upon sigma 1 minus density of liquid. That's all that is there in this question, nothing else, because everything else over here is a constant. All these numbers are basically same. So just substitute sigma 2 the second time. What is the density of the sphere? Silver, so it's going to be 10.5 minus the density of the liquid is 1.5. First time the density of gold is 19.5, density of liquid is 1.5. V2 I do not know, but V1 is nothing but 0.2. So V2 will be 0.2 into 10.5 minus 1.5, guys, it is 9. 19.5 minus 1.5 is nothing but 18. So this goes 2 times. So this will be 0.1 meters per second. That's the answer. D or A? No, it is A, guys. Some of you said D. No, Kamal, it's not D. Okay, no trivial, no Gayatri. Be careful, guys. It is option A. Very good, Sid YT. Awesome. 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 Yep. Is that clear? So the concept is just on the terminal speed. If you know this formula, you know these numbers are going to get cancelled. Only this number will remain. This is proportional to this. So V2 by V1 will be this by this for each of the different solids. That's all. Moving on to the next one. Thank you, Vardhan, so much. Thank you so much for all the wishes. Now, next question coming up on your screen, and here it is. Kerosene rises in the wicks of stove due to the property of, you might have seen in front of, God, you have these lamps and it is dipped in a oil tray or something like that, in an oil tray, and you see that there is a flame over here. So this is that wick, this is called as the wick, this is your flame, this is your kerosene. So why do you think the kerosene is able to flow through the wick very easily even upstairs? Why can it go against the gravity? That's the question. Think about it. Option C, is it? Is it? Sid YT saying C, Pinky also, Pinky hello bacha, Mandipika saying A, T Sai Kumar saying C, Jyoti Mai saying B. Interestingo. Capillary action, very good. Anjan, thank you for C option. C for captain, C for captain, C for correcto. Awesomeness, guys. It's because of capillary action. What is the meaning of capillary action? There are pores in that wick. What are there? Pores. And because of these pores, they act like capillaries. Capillaries. So because of capillary action, you can see that the liquid will start sticking inside those small pores and they start climbing up. Like when you dip a pipette in a liquid, the liquid will start rising up if the liquid sticks to the walls of the container. If it's the opposite, then it will go down, okay, like mercury in glass, then it will not rise, it will go down. So it's just because of capillary action, not because of viscosity, density or evaporation. That is obviously not correct. Okay, now this is a beautiful question, beautiful question. There is very easy way to do it. Let's see how many of you are going to really ace the EAMCET examination. If you can do this within seconds, I am really going to be proud of you guys. This circuit resembles certain circuit. If you have studied a lot of current, electricity and instruments, by now you would have realized that this circuit resembles something. Maybe I can look at it in that perspective and then the problem becomes very easy, solvable in seconds. Thank you, Vivek Upu. Vanakama. Hello, Ananjatu Samant Kumar. Yep, and this is mock test also have conducted Padma Thokala. Okay, twin throttlers, just check the advanced settings and make sure it is on 720p. Okay, I don't know, I realized that this circuit is very similar to a potentiometer circuit. Look at this, 3 and 6 ohms can be thought of as a potentiometer wire, This is your external battery over here, and between these 2 points you are connecting this EMF. This is just like the circuit to measure the EMF. So potentiometer wire to measure the EMF of a cell, and I don't know how many of you remember this. If this lengths are given or the resistors ratio are given, that is more than enough. This is 3 ohm, this is 6 ohms, this is your potentiometer wire. This is that EMF which is 3 volts. This EMF of 3 volts is basically this length upon the total length, because you are connecting it here. So this length, which is 6, by the total length, which is 3 plus 6, okay, into this battery's voltage, which is 4.5. So which is 4.5. You can check this out. 6 by 3 plus 6, 6 by 9. 6 by 9, that is nothing but 2 by 3, and 4 by 5. 4 by 5, that is nothing but 9 by 2, guys. 2 goes. You will see that RH is also 3. So this is matching. LHS is RHS. So it is balanced. So basically this is null pointer. At a null point, what happens if you have any kind of ammeter or galvanometer? The current flowing through it is 0. So hence here also no current will flow. Guys. No current will flow. Everybody with me on this? Oh, is it? My volume is low. Okay, I'll just check with my. Just hold on. I'll just replace the battery. Just hold on. I'll just replace the battery. Now you guys can hear me? Am I audible? Now is it okay? Yes. Alright, I have replaced the batteries, guys. Let's get back to work. So this was a beautiful question where you can actually look at this circuit like a potentiometer wire experiment to measure the EMF, where the balancing length upon the total length multiplied by the driving EMF, balancing length by the total length into the driving EMF becomes the EMF of the cell which is being measured. That's it. You can see it is exactly matching the equation. That means it is null point. At null point, no current. No current means, that's it, the current in this part is 0. What if it was not balanced? Then you have no other option but to use. There is no other option but to use. Think about it. What is the other option? If this was not balanced, come on, let's see how many of you can get that word very quickly. I am reading the chats. Come on, Cheppu, everyone. What is the only way if the balancing lengths do not match, or it's basically not a null point? Then there is no other way. Very good, Dhruvan Reddy. Awesomeness to use KVL and KCL, Kirchhoff's laws. Correcto. Moving on to the next question. The correct answer was 0 for this. Here comes the next one. Activity of a radioactive element decreases to 1/3 the original activity in 9 years. After further 9 years, what will be its new activity? Come on, think about it. Okay, you cannot use combination of resistors Marvel movements because it is not in simple series or parallel. Okay, because there are two batteries, so you need to be little bit careful. KGF. Somebody is like, KGF sir, we are going to use KGF, not KVL. We know what is KGF. What is this KVL? I don't know what is KVL. You know? Okay, what is the answer for this, guys? 0. I naught. 0 is not even an option. I naught 2 by 3, I naught by 9. Think, after some time, that is 9 years, you saw the activity became 1/3. So after further 9 years, what will be the new activity? Well, this is how it goes. See, if the original material was something and you wait for 9 years so that it becomes 1/3. It becomes 1/3. Okay. Now it doesn't matter how much amount is there here. If you wait for 9 years, it becomes 1/3. So think about it. If you wait for further 9 years, the amount that will be remaining will be 1/3 of the 1/3. 1/3 of the 1/3. So that is going to make it 1/9. 1/9. So 1/9 will be remaining after further 9 years. So hence the answer is option C. Very good. Very good. All the lovely warrior garus. Awesomeness. Moving on to the next one. A real image is formed by a convex lens. If you put in contact another concave lens and the combination forms a real image, which of the following is true for the new image combination? Think. There was a real image formed by a convex lens. Let's draw the diagram, everyone. Let's draw a diagram. Maybe the rays were coming like this, and by the convex lens, the image was formed over here. Great. Now what has happened? You have placed a concave lens in contact with this. The moment you put a concave lens is a diverging lens. So the rays which were converging, they will diverge, but the new rays still forms a real image. That means they still meet over here. They meet over here. A real image is formed over here. Now, if you look at this, this was the real image before. This was before. This is the new real image after putting the concave lens, after putting the diverging lens which diverges those rays. So where is the shift? The shift is right over here. Now observe the options. Shift towards, shifts away. Obviously, it will shift away from the lens system, hence option B. Obviously, it can't shift towards, it is not remaining at the same position. No image is formed, no, it is mentioned it forms a real image. So this is not even correct. So hence option B is correcto. Just by drawing ray diagrams. That's all. Awesomeness, correcto. Moving on to the next amazing question. A double convex lens of focal length 6 cm is made of glass of refractive index this much. Radius on one surface is double that on the other surface. The value of the smaller radius, I think this is based on which formula? Lens maker formula. So remember lens maker formula. If you have two radius of curvature, this is the principal axis. This is your radius 1. So that is center of curvature 1. And then you will have another radius over here. This is 2r. This is your second radius of curvature. So the rays which are coming from here, after passing through the lens, they are meeting at some point, which is the focus. Question is, what is the value of the r? Focal length is given, refractive index is given, the radius are double of each other. Use your lens maker formula. 1 by f is mu minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Signs are very important. It's a convex lens, so focal length will be positive or negative. Obviously, it's on the right side. Remember, this is the positive side, this is the negative side. The rays are going this way. So it is obviously positive. So 1 by 6 is equal to 1.5 minus 1. Okay, 1 by r1. R1, center is on the positive side. So this radius is plus r. This radius is plus r minus 1 by radius of curvature 2, 2r. But is on the negative side. So that's why minus 2 times of r. This is the most important catch. Okay, this is the most important catch. Sai, just search for Shreyas sir 15 minutes ray optics. I have revised complete ray optics in 15 minutes. It's there on YouTube for all the students, NEET, JEE, EAMCET, you name it. 15 minutes ray optics. Shreyas sir, you will get the answer. Okay, 1.5 minus 1 is half. This will be 1 by r plus 1 by 2r. So 2r is the LCM. So 2 plus 1, of course. This is 1 by 6. Now 2 goes with 6 3 times. So guys, this will be 1 by 3 is equal to 3 by 2 times of r. So from this, r will be equal to 3 3s are 9 and 2 comes over here. So this will be nothing but 4.5. That is the answer. The question was the smaller radius, hence it is 4.5. If the question was bigger radius, then the answer will be 9 centimeters. Option B, very good. Roshni Chidura, awesome Mr. Starmaker. No Abhishek, it's not D. Very good Gunkan, awesome Ram, awesome everyone. The correct answer is option B, 4.5 centimeters. Or else it would be 9 if it was bigger radius. Moving on to the next question. There is a beam of light of certain wavelength from a distant source falls on a slit, and the resulting diffraction pattern is observed on a screen 2 meters away. The distance between first dark on either side of the central fringe is how much? Standard question, guys. So if you have a slit whose width is basically A, then on the screen you get a bright region, and the bright region ends somewhere here. This is where you get the first dark fringe. Here also you get the first dark fringe, and this is theta, this is also theta. In fact, the value of sine theta, which is also roughly theta, is just given by lambda by A. So if you have to find what is this y, okay, this y, it will be nothing but this y will be nothing but d into 2 theta. How did I get that? Think about it. This y will be d. D is nothing but the distance between the screen and the slit. This is d. Using trigonometry again, you will get it. Or you can also think this is like an arc. Arc is radius into the angle. R theta is the arc. Arc is roughly like y. So y is radius into theta. Theta is 2 theta. Just substitute d into 2 theta. So 2 into theta. Theta is nothing but lambda by A. Now substitute everything. The distance is 2. This is also 2. Lambda is 600 nano. So that is 10 to the power minus 9. The A value, which is one slit width, which is 1 millimeter, which is 10 to the power minus 3. Now you can just use simple logic. 6 2s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So it is going to be 24 into, just check that out. These two zeros go with 10 to the power minus 9. It will become 10 to the power minus 7. This will go on the top. So it will become 10 to the power minus 4 meters. That means it will be 2.4 millimeters. 2.4 millimeters. Guys, it can't be option A and B. Use the simple technique. This is a trick. 2 2s are 4. 4 6 are 24. These are all powers of 10. So 24 into 10 to the power something, right? Everybody understanding this? So 24 into 10 to the power something. So it can never be 1.2 or centimeters or millimeters or meters or whatever. It can't be. It should be between C and D option. This is called as the ignoring of powers 10 method. Okay, moving on to the next one. Question on just graphs. Graphical question on EMI. Because I can see flux is given and the question is on EMF. So the moment flux and EMF are there in a single question, I can only think of one law. And guys, what other than Faraday's law? Faraday's law. So what is it? EMF is negative d phi by dt. Now this graph is flux versus time. So it is basically negative of the slope of flux versus time. That's it. If this much is understood, you can get the answer very easily. Flux versus time, this is negative slope. This is negative slope because it is going down. Here it is flat, so zero slope. Here it is up, so it is positive slope. That means when you see the graph of EMF, because it's minus of the slope, first negative of negative will be positive, 0 into minus will be 0, and then since it is positive, hence minus of that positive will be minus. So first EMF will be positive, then 0, then negative. Thank you Ashutosh Adaguduru. Thank you. Chala thank you. It means a lot, Ashutosh, for all the contribution. Thank you so much for all your love and support, guys. It means a lot. I'm really humbled by this. Thank you. Okay, so plus 0 minus. Where is plus? Here, 0, here minus. Plus 0 minus. Plus 0 minus. Okay, so there you go. Option B. Very good. B is the correct answer. Big applause to all the students. Awesome. So Renu Palagadu, bacha, this is based on Faraday's law. E is d phi by dt. Derivative means slope, correct? Derivative of something, dx by dt means slope. So d phi by dt means slope. Slope of flux versus time. Slope means steepness. If it is going down, negative. If it is flat, 0. If it is going up, positive. That's all. Okay. 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 All right. All right. Why not C? C, it is negative first. Look at this. Negative, 0 and then positive. Negative, 0 and positive. It should be positive, 0, negative. Positive, 0, negative. Okay? Okay. Oh my God. Thank you, Rohan Vanki, so much. Thank you. I mean, Romba, thank you. Really. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for all the love. I mean, really. It's really hats off. Oh my God. Yavaru. I don't know. I forgot the word for. Oh, let it be. It's okay. Thank you so much for the super chats. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to the next question. A body of mass m moving with certain velocity makes a head-on collision with another body of mass 2m, which is at initially rest. There is one thing missing, and that is basically elastic collision. I think that word should have been there. The ratio of kinetic energy of colliding before and after collision will be how much? These kind of questions, all you need to do is basically based on drawing the diagrams before and after. Let's do that. Okay, let's do the diagrams before and after. Okay, Chala, thank you. Chala, thank you, Rohan Venki. Chala, thank you. Okay, so let's do this. So first of all, before diagram, m into v, the 2m mass is at rest, and then after the collision, this mass m moves with v1 and this mass 2m moves with speed v2. Okay, everybody? Everybody? Chustanu? Okay, let's look at this now. Okay, so first of all, the momentum initially will be mv plus 0, because this is at rest, will be mv1 plus 2m into v2. m cancels, so v will be equal to v1 plus 2v2. This is the first equation. Another equation, because it is elastic collision, so I can say approach velocity is equal to separation velocity. Velocity of approach is velocity of separation. Approach velocity, like you can see, it is approaching with v. Separation velocity, you can see v2 minus v1. This moves v2, this moves v1. Separation, the separation velocity will be v2 minus v1. v2 minus v1. When two things are moving with the same speed, the relative velocity between them is bigger minus smaller velocity. Now I think I can add both of them. And see what do I get. So adding 1 and 2, v plus v is 2v. v plus v is 2v, v1 cancels, so you will have is equal to 2v2 plus v2. So therefore v2 3 times is 2v, so v2 is equal to 2v by 3. From v2 I can also find v1. So from here what I can get, v is equal to v1 plus 2 times of v2, that is nothing but 4v by 3, of course. So v1, correct? So v1, correct? So that will be nothing but v minus 4v by 3, right? Just check this out. Everybody cool with this? So this will be nothing but minus v by 3. Now the final conclusion. The question is, what is the initial upon final energy? So initial energy by final energy. Initial energy was half mv square. Final energy of that colliding body was half mv1 square of the colliding body, means body number m, that mass m. Half m goes, so v square by v1 square. v1 is minus v by 3 whole square. you can see v square cancels, minus becomes plus, so it will be 1 by 1 by 9, so it will be 9 by 1, which is answer A, guys. This is little difficult, but from EAMCET point of view, otherwise it is standard. So what are the concepts? Collision, momentum conservation, restitution, velocity of approach and velocity of separation equal, and last things are simultaneous equations, and then finally kinetic energy formula. So this can be little bit difficult. Yes. So these kind of questions will take time, and there will be little lengthy questions also, because not all questions will have same amount of time. So you will save time from other questions and you will use it over here. Okay, you will use it right over here. Okay, now one of the tricks which you can use is, obviously it can't be 1:1, because how can the energy before and after be same when it is colliding and the masses are also different? So that option will go away. Now only things which are remaining, A, C and D. If you want to apply some technique, you can at the most eliminate few options. That's all, nothing more than that. Okay, moving on to the next one. The amount of work done to move this block from here to here, assuming coefficient of friction is given, height is given, how much is it? Come on guys, let's see how many of you can do this. So how much amount of work is needed to move this block from there to there? Think logically. If you want to move this block from here to here, you have to move it against gravity and also against friction. So the work done will be against gravity and also against friction. Against gravity it is mgh. Against friction it is frictional force into displacement. Now mgh is as it is. Frictional force is mu mg cos theta, and the displacement is there. This is the displacement d over here. Oh, but wait a minute. D is cos theta. D is cos theta. What is the cos theta? D is cos theta. Guys, it's going to be L. So this is just going to be mu mg into L. So this is mgh plus mu mgl. So that's it. Take mg common and it will be h plus mu L. H plus mu L. Very good, Nirja, Gayatri. Awesomeness. Everybody, excellent. Very good, Sri Harini. Very good, Pawan B. Awesomeness, awesomeness. Kudos, guys. Kudos. Really, really cool. Thagarile, guys. You should not give up. You should not give up. Fight till the end. Just like Allu Arjun says, and Allu Arjun fights, right? Till the end. You also have to fight. Just like Pushpa doesn't give up, you also should be never giving up. Okay? Thank you, Khushi, so much. Thank you, Khushi. Everybody with me? And if you guys are not going to give up, put up hashtag Thagadile. Just do that. Come on, everybody. If you are not going to give up in the examination till the end, put up hashtag Thagadile in the chat box. Very good. Keep it up. Keep it up. Awesomeness, guys. When a current carrying curved wire conductor is placed in magnetic field, then what is going to happen? One of the option is going to be correct. Come on, guys. Okay, there you go. There you go. Thank you, guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. बिल्कुल मैं झुकेगा नहीं. Okay, so it always experiences a force. It may experience a force. What is the value of the equation? Force is equal to I L cross B. Now if this is placed in magnetic field, now L cross B can be 0, may be not 0. It depends. It completely depends on the angles, right? It completely depends on the angle. It may experience a force. It will never experience a force wrong. It always experiences a force wrong. It may experience a force. Hence the answer is option B. Always, this word always is wrong. It may means possibility. Sometimes 0, sometimes not 0. Who knows? Depends on the angle. Moving on to the next question. Okay. An ideal gas heat engine operates in a Carnot cycle. Temperatures are given, absorbs this much energy. What's the amount of work which is given? Whenever you see these kind of questions, especially of Carnot cycles, always think of this diagram. There is some work given, there is some heat which is absorbed, and there is some heat which is rejected. this is basically your hot, this is basically your cold temperature. And the efficiency is always the work done by the heat which is absorbed, and the efficiency is 1 minus T cold by T hot. So this is the formula which you are going to use, because temperatures are given, heat is also given, work has to be found. Cold temperature is 127, hot temperature is 227, but be careful, always in Kelvin, not in Celsius. Cold will be actually speaking 400 Kelvin. Hot temperature, that's obviously going to be 500 Kelvin. Work done, I do not know. Heat which is absorbed is 6 kilocalories. Now 0 goes, 1 minus 4 by 5 is 1/5 is equal to W by 6 kilocalories. So the work done will be 6 by 5 kilocalories. So where is that an option? 6 by 5 is 1.2, hence option C is correcto. Option C is correcto. Awesome, Amog. Awesome, 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 awesome. Very good, very good, very good. Crazy, very good. So that's the answer. All right, moving on to the next question. A gas undergoes a change of state during which 100 joules of heat is supplied to it. It does 20 joules of work. The system is brought back to its original state through a process in which 20 joules of heat is released by the gas. The work done by the gas in the second process is... Oh, is it, Arjun? No problem. No worries. No issues. Just ignore them. Maybe it is useful for JEE mains. Yeah, every year the portions keep on getting, changed, and especially in the COVID pandemic, a lot of things got deleted. My bad. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this part is there. This part is there, right? EAMCET. Okay. So let's see how do we do this. So if you take it from one point to the other point, okay, in this process, you see that 100 joules of heat is supplied. 100 joules of heat is supplied. So using your first law, which is Q is delta U plus work done, 100 joules of heat is supplied to the gas. So 100 joules will come here. Change in the internal energy, I don't know. And it does work. So whenever gas does work, it is positive. So plus 20. So from this, delta U is basically 80 joules. When you go from here to here, when you go from state 1 to state 2. Now what has happened? When you come back, when it is brought back to its original state, that means you come back like this. You're coming back from 2 to 1. Then again, if you use this equation, in this process, 20 joules of heat is released. If 20 joules of heat is released, that means Q will be negative. It is giving out. So minus 20 will be Q. Delta U will be same because initial and final points are same. Only the difference will be of sign. If from here to here internal energy increases, then from there to here internal energy will decrease. Thank you, Vishwasai Chala. Thank you, Vishwasai Cha. Thank you, Vishwasai Garu. Means a lot. So hence it will be minus 80. This is the catch. Many students make a mistake here. Observe this. From here to here plus 80, from here to here minus, because there increase, here decrease, plus the work done. So work done will be 80 minus 20. 80 minus 20, which is nothing but 60, guys. So hence 60 joules is the answer. Correcto answer. Yep, option A. Option A. Oh, Yavaru correcto. Awesome. Gunkan, very good, Rohan, very good. Awesomeness. Moving on. So beautiful concept on first law. And you're coming back in a cyclic path. So delta U remains the same because delta U depends on the state, not on the path. So beautiful question. It's very probable in EAMCET that they will ask you questions on the first law then. Moving on to the next one. A metal ball of surface 200, temperature this much, vessel's temperature is this much, emissivity is this much, rate of loss of heat. So just draw the diagram just to get an idea. The temperature of the surface, okay, the temperature of the surface is 527. 527 degrees Celsius is nothing but 800 Kelvin. The area is 200 centimeter square, that means into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square, which is 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter square. Obviously it is going to release some heat, and the surrounding temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, that means it is 300 Kelvin. What is the rate at which it emits energy. Use Stephen's law. The rate at which it emits energy is E sigma A T raised to 4 minus T surrounding raised to 4. That's the concept. T raised to 4, it is proportional. Stephen-Boltzmann law. So let's substitute. E value is 0.4. Those of you do not remember Stephen constant, remember the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get on the dance floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stephen constant. Everybody has heard the song 1, 2, 3, 4. Get on the dance floor from Chennai Express. So 5, 6, 7, 8 is what? It is Stephen-Boltzmann constant. So 5, 6, 7, 8. And area is how much? 2 into 10 to the power minus 2. And temperature, so it is 800 raised to 4 minus 300 raised to 4. There you go, guys. That's it. So just solve this and you will get the answer. So it will become 4 into 5.67 into 2. I have shifted the decimal, so 10 to the power, just check it out, minus 9 minus 2, so 10 to the power minus 11, and into, take these two zeros raised to 4 outside, so 10 to the power 2 raised to 4, it will become 10 to the power 8, and here 8 raised to 4, guys, 8 raised to 4, 8 square 64, 64 square will be, just check it out, 4096 minus 3 square 9, 9 square 81, so minus 81. So this is how it will look like. Just do the math and see how much is it coming out to be. Just check it out. Just check it out. If it comes out to be 182 joules per second approximately. Yep. Komu, Mohan, Karthik, Niper, Shreyas, Captain Shreyas. Yep. All right. Moving on to the next question. Okay. So just based on calculations, that's all. Okay. Moving on. Next question, guys. A body of weight 2 kg suspended as shown in the figure. The tension T1 in the horizontal string is how much? Okay, come on guys, let's see how to solve this. Just based on free body diagram, assume this tension to be T. Here the weight is nothing but 2g. From this side the tension is T1. So if this is 30 degrees, this is also 30 degrees. Now check. Balance the forces in x and y axis, split the forces first. In the x direction, you can see the tensions cos 30 which is on the left side, is balanced by T1 on the right side. Similarly in the y direction, the tensions sin 30 component is in the upward direction. So T sin 30 in the y direction is being balanced by the weight 2g downwards. So divide y divided by x. So T sin 30 divided by T cos 30, T will cancel, will be 2g divided by T1. Sin 30 by cos 30 is tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is 2g by T1. So T1 will be 2 root 3g. So 2 root 3 is the mass which is creating that force. So the tension T1 will be 2 root 3. 2 root 3 is the answer. Option C, guys, not 2 by root 3. Somebody made a mistake out there. C for captain, C for correcto. That's the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. Okay. If you take an atom and you excite it to its third state, how many different wavelengths are possible in the spectrum during this excitation? So when you excite it and you leave it, and then it comes down, how many different wavelengths do you think can come out? Question based on modern physics. Yes, Gayatri Keshanakari. This is useful for both EAMCET and mains bacha. Definitely. Lami's theorem also you can use. Yep. Option C is it? Many of you are saying option C. Let's try to solve the question. So this is the ground state, N is 1. Then you have the first excited state. Then you have the second excited state. And then you have the third excited state. Remember, this is ground. This is first excited state. And this is third excited state. Many students make a mistake here. I'm pretty sure many of you realize what mistake you have done by now. Third excited state means it is in the N is equal to 4. So from here, it can come like this, it can come like this, like this, like this, it can come like this and then like this, or it can come like this and then like this. So many options are possible. In fact, you can also do it by 4C2. 4C2. Come on guys, is it not 6 bacha? 4 into 3 divided by 2. Yep, the answer is 6. Option A. Everu. Mistake. Yep. Lot of students made mistake. Happens. Many students told it was 3 because they thought third excited state means n is equal to 3. If it was 3, that will be second excited state. And then the answer will be 3C2. That means 3 into 2 divided by 2. Then the answer will be 3. Otherwise, it is not. Okay, be careful. Identify the gate represented in the block diagram. Come on. Think. What is the correct answer? Come on, guys. Think and let me know what should be the correct answer for this one. Yep. EAMCET mock test I have already done, Kirti. Just have a look at it. I have just done just few days back. Yep, I'll be coming to the tips part, Akash Sai. N into n minus 2 is also the same thing, Gayatri. NC2 is nothing but n into n minus 1 by 2. It's the same thing. Same formula if you expand it. NC2, n into n minus 1 by 2. Okay. So, I hope that is clear. It's not C, bacha. It's not C. It is 3 only if it was second excited state. This is third excited state. That's why the answer is option A. Okay. Guys, the answer for this question, whenever you see these kind of gates shorted, be it AND gate, if it is shorted, or even if it is NOR gate, if it is shorted, these kind of things are basically a NOT gate. So it becomes a NOT gate whenever you short the inputs. So strictly speaking, it's a NOT gate. So you have OR here, and you have NOT. So OR and NOT will make it a NOR gate. So hence option D is correct. This is not NAND, it is NOR gate. Yep, awesome. So be careful about such things. Also, sometimes you will be using these kind of rules. Remember this, A dot B bar is A bar plus B bar. This plus is OR. This dot is AND. The reverse is also true. A plus B bar is A bar dot B bar. And bar is no bar. Bar is no bar. So A bar, no bar. So remember, NOT of NOT is going to be the same thing. Remember these rules, very useful for logic gates. And I think we come to an end of the session. So let me give you certain tips for the EAMCET exam. First of all, number 1, I have already showed you over here. Please watch the formula revision, complete formula revision. You want 11th, 12th. Although I have mentioned J, it is the similar thing. Whichever topic is related, just skip that part. Everybody with me? Everybody should see this. Okay. Next thing that you can see is, like I had showed you over here also, you can just search over here as well. Okay. Guess options Shreyas sir. Just say guess the options Shreyas sir. So this is me out here. You can watch this video. I have told you how to guess options. Watch this one. This was in Hindi. This was in English. The same thing. Okay. And also guys, the exam as of now is not postponed. Please tell me, how is the situation there? Has the situation improved? Has the rains, everything mellowed down? Is it little bit less? Are you able to go to the center, etc.? Please let me know. Okay, if it is not, then definitely I'll fight for you. Like remember last year when the exams of KVPY clashed with the the Tamil Nadu State Board exams, etc. Then we fought for it, and actually KVPY had to shift the exams. So that is the power of this channel. We are all here for you. In case there is any issue, feel free to tag us, tag any of our sirs, and we will definitely fight for you. But I think the situation has improved by now. So make sure that you do not fall into any rumors. Okay, I'm always with you. And Monday onwards, what are we going to do? Prepare for? What are we going to prepare for? JEE exam. Everybody has to prepare for JEE exam. You cannot say, no sir, EAMCET done. I am okay with some private college. No guys, I know you will get a very good college. You guys have prepared very hard and you all want to stay in Telangana or Andhra for your future education. But there are very good colleges, be it NIT Warangal, NIT Trichy, NIT Surathkal, NIT Nagpur, all right, Calicut, Triple IT Hyderabad, Triple IT Bangalore, IIT Mumbai, IIT Chennai, IIT Delhi, IIT Kharagpur. These are the colleges which you have to enter into. So for that, we are here. This is J NEET English Medium channel. And for all the students, especially in Telangana, all the southern states or even northeast states, where most of you receive your education in pure English medium, this channel has been built for you, and I am immensely thankful to all the students for all the support. And we will continue supporting all the students out here who want to learn in English medium. So today's session was giving you a glimpse of how the questions will be framed. These are the models that you'll expect. These are the difficulty levels that you can expect. And please work on the topics that I have told you. Okay, so guys, all the very best. And number 2, do not leave any question. Solve everything. Even if you have to guess, use the method which I just told you to guess the options. That will help you a lot. Okay, that's something which you need to be careful about. Also, choose the questions wisely. If you cannot solve a question within 10 seconds or if you cannot think of it, leave the question, come back later. If there is no time, guess it. Leave the question, come back after some time. And keep a track of time. See how much time has elapsed. Think, okay, 40 questions, 80 questions. Divide the time accordingly. You cannot give equal weightage time-wise, because the subject questions are different. Physics has 40, chemistry has 40, maths has 80. So be careful about that. Okay, so everybody, love you all. Do very well. All the best. This was your Captain Shreyas signing off. Hasta la vista. Take care, guys. And do not forget to smash and subscribe.